A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a groundbreaking move, all UK rail operators are set to be renationalised within the next 2 years, a key policy initiative launched by Prime Minister Keir Starmer. This comes as part of the Labour Party's ambitious agenda following their return to government last July, ending a 14-year opposition period. The first step in this transformative plan took place on Sunday when South Western Railway, a private operator servicing parts of southern England, including London, was officially returned to public ownership. Starmer took to social media to announce the milestone, stating, "South Western Railway is now under public ownership. And this is just the start." He emphasized that this renationalisation aims to prioritize passengers, promising better services, simpler ticketing, and more comfortable trains. The decision to renationalise comes in response to long-standing criticisms of the UK's rail system, which has faced frequent cancellations, high ticket prices, and confusion over services. The privatization of rail operations began in the mid-1990s under then-Conservative Prime Minister John Major, yet the network has remained under public management through Network Rail. Currently, 4 of the 14 operators in England are already state-run due to poor performance, a situation initially intended as a temporary measure. The Labour Party's election victory last year was driven by a manifesto that promised to address the nation's struggling transport services. Legislation passed in November will facilitate the transition of rail operators into public ownership as their contracts expire or sooner in cases of mismanagement, with oversight from the newly formed Great British Railways. Transport Secretary Heidi Alexander acknowledged that the change would not happen overnight, stating, "We've always been clear that public ownership isn't a silver bullet. But we are really firing this starting gun in that race for a truly 21st century railway, and that does mean refocusing away from private profit and towards the public good." However, passengers may not see immediate changes. For instance, South Western's first service under public ownership included a rail replacement bus due to ongoing engineering work. Recent government data indicates that approximately 4% of train services in Britain were cancelled in the year leading up to April 26th, with South Western's cancellation rate reported at 3%. Rail unions have welcomed the return to public ownership, with Mick Whalen, General Secretary of the ISLEF Union, stating, "We're delighted that Britain's railways are being brought back where they belong, into the public sector. Everyone in the rail industry knows that privatization didn't and doesn't work." Looking ahead, 2 more operators serving southeastern and eastern England are set to transition to public ownership by late 2025, with all current contracts expected to expire by 2027. Reports indicate that with South Western's renationalisation, a third of journeys in the UK will now be on publicly owned services. The government estimates that this move could save up to £150 million sterling, approximately $200 million, annually by eliminating compensation fees paid to private rail operators. In Scotland and Wales, where transport policies are managed by devolved administrations, main rail operators are already state-owned, marking a significant shift in the UK's approach to rail transport. As the nation embarks on this journey towards a fully renationalised rail system, the focus will be on delivering improved services and restoring public confidence in one of the country's most essential transport networks. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.